The Odyssey, Book 6, Phaeacia. So friends, it has been 20 days since Odysseus left Calypso's island of Ogygia on his raft that he made himself to prove himself worthy of help from the gods. He wakes up cold, naked, alone, in pain, and he looks like the beaten down hero that he is. Actually, he doesn't look like a hero at all. He looks like a homeless man. He wakes up to beautiful sounds of young girls singing. Okay. The reason these girls are there is because Athena has come to the princess of Phaeacia, her name is Nausicaa, and told her, go to the shore, wash clothes with your maidens. She's also instilled a sense of courage in Nausicaa, again, to help and nurture Odysseus on his journey, so that she won't be afraid of him. It is really forbidden for women to speak to strange men, especially a naked strange man coming out of the woods. So it would be totally inappropriate for someone of Nausicaa's status as a princess and a woman to speak to a stranger. So Athena had to put courage in her heart. Odysseus knows this, so he realizes he needs help, but he's in no condition, especially the way he looks, to talk to a woman. So he says, I best not be too forward in this condition. So he can't act like the king and hero that he is, because he doesn't look like that. He wants to show modesty, so he breaks off a branch and he uses that to cover himself before he approaches these young, beautiful women who are there all alone with no protection. Again, he doesn't want to scare them away. As he approaches them, of course, the girls don't know who he is. He's a stranger, and they do get afraid, okay? Everyone starts to run away except for two women here. This woman is Princess Nausicaa. She's standing. She is a little startled, but she's not running away because Athena gave her courage. And then she has a maiden behind her, probably a good close friend that doesn't want to leave her alone with a strange man despite her fear. Odysseus has to ask this young girl who he doesn't know for help, and he has to be savvy about it. Again, he doesn't want her to be afraid and run away. So Odysseus says, tell me, are you a goddess or a mortal maiden? I've never seen a girl so fair or beautiful as you. You seem like Artemis, great Zeus's daughter. I'm afraid to hold your knee and beg you for mercy, yet my plight or situation is desperate. I've been on the sea 20 days, riding the great swells or waves through gale winds to escape the island of Ogygia. Yesterday the storm wrecked me and left me stranded upon this shore. I pray you take pity on me. Tell me where I am and give me some scrap of clothing to wear. And in return, may the gods grant you all that you desire. Princess Nausicaa responds, stranger, I can tell by your words that you are neither a fool nor a rascal or someone who wants to cause trouble. If the gods wish you to suffer, there is nothing to be done but endure. But here on this island, you will not lack for hospitality. My name is Nausicaa. We are the Phaeacians, and this is our island, which is ruled by my father, King Alcinous. Come back, cowardly maids. Remember that all beggars are sent by Zeus. Let's feed this man, bathe him in the river, and give him a clean, dry tunic, cloak to wear. Let me wash myself, princess. I'm embarrassed to let any high-born woman touch my wrinkled skin and salt-caked hair. Well then, when you've bathed and eaten, we will show you the way to town. So out of humility, Odysseus doesn't allow the maids to wash him. Once Odysseus has bathed and put on this fresh tunic, he looks handsome and regal, especially since Athena casts like a little glowing spell over him. Nausicaa says, I'll lead you part way, but when we approach the town, you must wait. If you followed me by the docks, the sailors would gossip. Nausicaa continues to give Odysseus advice. Just go straight across the causeway, enter the palace, and go into the great hall. Look for my mother, Queen Arete, sitting beside the king, weaving by the light of the hearth fire. She's the one you should approach. Speak fairly and ask her mercy. Once you have her sympathy, you can be sure that you will soon see your home again. Active readers should be aware that this woman is telling Odysseus not to approach the king first, but to approach another woman first. Remember, we are tracking and tracing the role of women in the Odyssey. Odysseus, of course, is going to take the princess's advice. He walks behind the chariot so no one gossips, and he says a prayer to Athena. So he's learning to be humble and not allow his hubris to get the best of him. He realizes he does need the gods, and he says, Pallas Athena, sleepless daughter of Zeus, hear my prayer. Let these Phaeacians receive me with kindness and help me reach my home in Ithaca. And on his way, he sees this little girl with braids who is really Athena in disguise. And you can kind of tell that because there's a little cloud around her. And she kind of wags her finger at him, and she will guide him safely to the palace. And so he's not recognized by the other men who might feel threatened by him or wonder what he's doing there. She shrouds him in this mist so that no one watches him. Thank you, guys.